So, session 22, our party starts off as we have just exited the abyssal plane or aberrant plane, wherever it was. This was definitely not the Blacklands where we were at. Battered and bruised, we make our way towards the center of town, towards the meeting that we now know, that we come to know as the predecessor of war. As we are en route to that to stop it, we are stopped along with a portion of the city by guards. As we attempt to make our way through, Bismuth, using thaumaturgy, yells at the top of his lungs, "Blasphemy!" to draw attention to ourselves to what is occurring, to see if we can stop this war happening. Upon this draw of attention, Tox begins speaking, still under the effects of the potion that requires him to tell the truth, and he is not able to sway or try to get around telling the truth in any way, shape, or form. Basically, if it's on his mind and it is the truth, he must speak it. Due to this, he begins speaking of the intelligent black beasts, the fact that they're the ones that are behind the war, and that it's not actually the children of the blood chalice that are at fault, but these black beasts who we now know can be intelligent. This causes murmur and agitation of the crowd as they begin getting more and more frightened at the potential consequences. Upon seeing this agitation increase, the Lady of the Burning Moon, Sinil Macum, the leader of the faithful of Uthiel, casts calm emotions on the crowd, affecting the crowd, the guards, and a majority of the party. Due to this, the party, now under the effects of this calm emotions, feels comfortable enough to walk through the crowd, walk through the guards up towards the stairs to the oracles and to Sinil Macum, as well as her right hand man, the steward of the Blue Souls, Lofar Lunar. After Tox and Pardox make the case of why they are here and why they should allow us to speak, we hand the notebook, the notes of the oracles, towards Lofar, who reads it to Sinel and reads the interpretations that were made. It is noted, though, by Parnox and Tox after the readings that an interpretation of the visions is missing. And it seems to have been some type of issue of what occurred. Something was missing. We don't know how the book was messed with, whether it be magically or whatever it may be, but it isn't that interpretation is no longer there. But Tox, with this ability to know to speak the truth and nothing but, speaks to Sinel and states, "You have the ability to see the truth, regardless of whether we're speaking, regardless of whether this be a zone of truth or whatever it may be. Is this correct?" And she responds in kind that yes, she can always see the truth and whether people are lying. Due to this, he he asks a very simple question. Ask everyone here, among this group, who here if they are a black beast. And then you'll know if we're lying. Because Tox was so convinced that one of the oracles, especially as it seems that it came from one similar, as their look was similar to the one that he saw in his visions, potentially is a black beast. He's able to convince Sinel, and Sinel goes through down the line, asking Lofar, "Are you a black beast?" Asking the party, "Are you black beasts?" All of us answering kind notes. She starts going through the oracles one by one, and then finally it comes to the one that Tox recognized from his visions. And the oracle states, "Oh, this is silly. Why would we do this? You know this. Like, well, you would already know this question." She's like, "No, I don't. So, are you a black beast?" And before our eyes, the oracle changes form into this intelligent black beast, laughing maniacally, knowing that and states there's nothing that we can do to save them. As they begin changing immediately, they are disintegrated by what we can only assume is Sinel's magic. After this occurs, Stanel and Lofar bring the party into the temple as we discuss what to do at this point in time. It is decided that the party will travel further south towards the Children of the Blood Chalice's encampment, trying to convince them potentially of at least to give us time to get their relic back. So that way they will not fight the Children of the Thiel, because the faithful of the Thiel will no longer be the first to fight, but they will defend themselves if necessary. After this occurs, we were told that we should go towards the Whisper Vale Woods, the densest part in the center, only a few days' journey from the Children of the Blood Chalice, and it seems to be that that is where those items reside. We are told also by Sinel to leave the cornucopia of Uthiel there, seemingly as a way to, one, as a gesture of good faith, to make sure that the Children of the Blood Chalice will assist the faithful of Uthiel, but also to keep the black beasts there, so that way we can further go through the process of making sure to rid this enemy for good. The party agrees. As we make our way down, the party splits. Ravana going outside of the city to find Silver, who was lost a few sessions back after causing distraction, and the rest of the party goes towards a inn to rest for the night. As we go through, the party decides that we will indeed go south. While it would be a shorter journey to go north due to the due to the way that the travel would go, we would have to go through the land of the rot vines that we accidentally turned into cultists just a few sessions back upon rescuing one of our friendly NPCs a few sessions back. As we make our way south, we understand that there's a few things. One, we have to end this black beast, and we have to try to convince the children of the blood chalice to at least give us time to get their relic back. We understand where this relic is being held, and we understand what is behind it. And that is what we know as we make our way out of town in the end of session 22.